Hey guys, so today we're talking about Degrassi season 11. You'll see me reading off my computer for part of it because I didn't finish watching it, but I'll let you guys know that I have watched season 11 so many times. I know it like the back of my hand, and I think it's one of the most boring Degrassi seasons out there. It was a little too long. But anyway, I'll read what I have and then I'll go through the episodes that I don't have written down and kind of familiarize myself with it and then tell you what I think. Couple of announcements before we start. I haven't been doing so well this week with mental health, so I've been really anxious and depressed lately, so if this video seems low energy, that's why. Number 2, I start school next week, but I have off Monday and Friday, so I'll still be able to get videos out for you guys for like the rest of time, essentially. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, right. Obsessive possessive. Yeah, guys, I know I keep mentioning it. I'm going to stop mentioning it because it's just taking so long. There's so much that I need to fit into it. It's going to be at least an hour long, guys. Like, it's going to be a long video. But anyway, for this one, by the way, the Degrassi videos from now on will be most likely in 2 parts. Season 13 and 14 may not have to be 2 parts, but this and season 12 will be 2 parts. And they'll be uploaded the same day so that you guys can get them both the same day. And it makes it easier for me when I go back to school to have less to watch and film. So, let's jump into it. Sav is just kind of doing his thing. He's a senior. He's just kind of figuring out what he wants to do in life. I actually really liked him with Keke Palmer. I think that was cute. But yeah, Sav's just doing his thing. Holly J. I feel bad for Holly J because she's really just, she's trying to achieve. She's trying to do everything she wants, and because of her, medical condition, she can't do as much as she wants to. Fiona. I feel really bad for Fiona because she's just trying, she's just being herself. And she has like Holly J and Anya as her friends, but she's trying to make new friends, and it seems like nobody but Eli wants anything to do with her. Riley. I like Riley. I think that, like, he really is like cemented in who he is now, and I really like him now because he's really cemented. He's in a relationship with Zane. He's living his life the way he wants to. Zane. I've always loved Zane. Zane does annoy me a little bit this season only because he is pushing Riley to keep talking to his parents, and we know that Riley's mom is not going to accept it at the moment. Shantae. Shantae's not really there this season. She kind of like shows up here and there, but she's not really a forefront character anymore. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just seemed like she didn't show up as much. Like there wasn't a Shantae storyline, which made me kind of sad, honestly, because, some of her storylines were really interesting. Anya. Anya is, okay, we all know here that I love my girl Anya, but she was a bit much this season at the beginning. That whole Dr. Chris thing was a bit much, and it was wrong, and I love my girl, but she's gotta realize she deserves better. Marisol. I don't like Marisol. She's a complete bitch. Like, just and airheaded, and Drew. I don't like Drew. I don't like Drew because he knows there's a problem. Everybody's trying to help him. Audra, Adam, everybody's trying to help him, and he just doesn't. Eli. I don't like Eli. I'll explain very clearly why I don't like Eli. He reminds me of an abusive ex of mine. And that's all I'm going to say. Bianca. Bianca, I don't like her season 11 beginning because she's not very sympathetic to Drew. Like, Drew is very upset and freaked out, and she's not very sympathetic. Owen. Owen is just kind of there. Like, yeah, that whole thing with Anya happens, and he's like a good supportive person to her, but he's also just kind of there. Jake. And I didn't get the best vibes from Jake when he first showed up. I did not get the best vibes from him. He seemed like sneaky. Imogen. Imogen's a bitch. Like, literally a bitch when she first shows up. Like, I get it, she's supposed to be different and unique or whatever, but again, we're only doing part 1 of the season. She was a bitch in part 1. Katie. Katie is a little too uptight, a little too strung up, a little too, you know, type A. Casey. Casey was just completely rude to Jenna. Didn't even want to help out. Didn't want to accept responsibility, which is not what you do when you have a kid. Dave. I like Dave. I think Dave has finally, like, cemented who he is and is finally, like, fully who he is and everything. Claire. I do, like, I like moments of Claire. But especially when we get to Nowhere to Run, which ends the first half of season 11, I lose all respect for Claire in that specific special. Connor. I felt really bad for Connor, but, you know, I feel like somebody should have been talking to him as he grew older about this. Like, Guardians even have the talk with you before you get to, like, Connor's point. Allie. Allie, I love my girl Allie. We thought she was finally in a good relationship, and then what happens? Exactly. Adam. I love Adam. Adam just seemed so happy this season. And, you know, like, after all the Dave stuff, which was... I can't even find the word to say, but after all that, Adam seemed really happy, and then the whole Katie thing happened, and I don't even like Katie, so frankly. Jenna. Poor Jenna. She was stuck at home with the baby all the time. I can't even imagine, like, what that would be like in high school, but I love Jenna. Wesley. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like, he's sweet, and he's, like, a good friend to Connor. I mean, I have no problems with this character. Mr. Simpson, good principal, and it's really interesting to see how hurt he is to have to talk to Connor about the underwear thing. Like, even before he knew it was him. Miss O. I have no problems with her the beginning half of the season. Sadie. Sadie is really sweet, and I still like her as a character. Hannah. I like Hannah. She's one of the sweetest characters ever. Jess. Again, she only shows up for like 5 seconds, but she seems sweet. Julian. I hate Julian. Only because he's so rude. And like everything. Mo. Mo was annoying when he first showed up. Liam. Liam is a hoe. Like, I know we only see him from that movie date with Claire, but like he's just so like, acts so like kind of full of like himself later on, and I'll get more to that when he shows up there. Glenn Martin. Jake Stab. I have no problem with him. I actually like him. He's one of the adults that I actually really like. Miss Guthrie, obviously love her. Dawn, which is not in the first part of season. Well, actually she is. Dawn, I didn't really like her at first, but as they got closer, I started to like her. Charlie, I wanted to like Charlie, but something she did just, I guess, rubbed me the wrong way. Vince, I hate Vince. And this isn't the last time he shows up. Fantastic. The Bandaris. I like the way the Bandaris function now because they're all joking around with each other. Mrs. Edwards. She's gotten a lot better than she used to be. Audra Torres. Again, Audra is better this season. Mrs. Coyne. Still the same. Love her. Bullfrog. He's really a good father to Eli. Keeping track with him. Tyson. Cute little baby. Chloe. Can't stand Chloe. Paulie. Can't stand him either. He's kind of connected with Chloe. Anson. We don't even want to talk about Anson. Kiki Palmer. Love Kiki Palmer. Dr. Chris. Creep. And Athena. Showed up for like 2 episodes, but she seemed sweet. Alright. So now... Okay. Alright. Ready? Notes. Bianca is not showing the most impressive dance moves. Again, when she won the tickets, I know that you can't show like everything. And it was more impressive than all the other people dancing for it. But it's like, I don't know. Who gave Vince the permission to look angry when Bianca kisses Drew? It's weird. Like, you didn't have her. Somebody else does. Bianca should not have moved under the blanket when she's hiding in Drew's house. Drew's mom could clearly tell there was somebody under the blanket. At least Holly J offered Fiona something to do. With the art class. Allie taking Sav out of the house was a good idea on spring break. Casey, Dave, and Drew censoring the Bianca conversation about making a sandwich was funny. The parents' reaction to Bianca's outfit is funny when she walks in the gym. Well, she looks very much alive. Funny line. It's like, I realize that my dream of a spring fling is dead. And Holly J's like, well, she looks very much alive. Why is Audra always doing laundry? You're going to kill yourself if you play that take a shot when Audra's folding laundry. The moment Sav realizes that's the girl he met then when he realizes that the girl he met was Kiki Palmer is funny. Anson makes me cringe. Charlie is sweet to Fiona. Kiki calling Sav on stage is funny. Everyone who goes to school with him freaking out. 2 funny lines. Set me up with Taylor Lautner. No, to Drew like Justin Bieber. Allie to Sav. Boy, Sav is so lucky. Casey and Jenna. Casey and Jenna's look after he says that. Drew should have believed Bianca about Anson. Bianca should not have said she was cheating when Drew accused her of that. Casey giving Drew a reality check about Anson was good. Not like specifically Anson, but giving him a reality check about not everybody lives in a nice house off the park, Drew. Drew saving Bianca was good. Bianca killed Anson out of self-defense. Why should we turn ourselves in if no one is looking for us? No, Drew, if it's in self-defense, that must be made known. So, obviously, Drew saving Bianca and all that will go more in the relationships, but honestly, anybody who steps in and saves somebody when that is happening is definitely an amazing person, and there should be more people like that, honestly. Allie pushes Sav to go see Kiki at her hotel. Holly J is very supportive when it comes to Fiona and Charlie. Charlie is so sweet to Fiona. You're doing great. Great Holly J line to Fiona about Charlie. Kiki and Sav are cute. Charlie seems to care about Fiona. Kiki spent time with Sav because she wanted time off. Drew is right to be on edge about Vince. Drew should not agree to do Vince's dirty work. Allie just wanted cred. Holly J full naming Fiona after she found out her and Charlie kissed is funny. Drew was good to tell Officer Turner about everything. Officer Turner saying he's doing the right thing is good. He's sweet because he could tell Drew is scared. Poor Jenna. Why are Claire and Eli still talking? I meant Claire and Allie. Whoa. Why are Claire and Allie still talking about Eli? Eli's haircut is awful. It's like a bowl cut. Eli does not have to talk to you, Claire. Sav did not have to be rude to the trio of Holly J, Anya, and Fiona about the morning announcements. He's like, oh, well, I hate to break up this. Allie, happy to see Jenna, was cute. Adam was good to talk to Claire about Eli. Kyle was right to jump all over KC, saying he needed to be there more often. Allie is a good friend. Jake's hair is awful, too. Who's your friend? Jake is so, when he says it about Allie. Claire's mom airing out her dirty laundry was wrong. Allie flirting with Jake was funny. Jake could see through Claire, which is great. I thought Jenna giving Casey Ty and seeing her friends was good. Claire could have asked Eli for closure if she was hurt. Claire exploding at Eli was wrong. End scene was funny. Jake. Jake was good to tell Claire she needs closure. Jake kissing Claire was maybe not the best move. Casey's mom is so sweet to let Jenna move in. Claire and Allie are such good friends. Claire was good to apologize to Eli. I love Fiona, Holly J, and Anya's friendship. I love seeing Anya happy. Owen is gross. Owen and Anya's banter is fantastic. Connor trying to talk to Hannah was good. Holly J was good to look out for Anya. Drew was so lucky he could get out of trouble. Casey, when you have a baby, you help all night. Dr. Chris is so icky to me. Holly J was nice to try to trash talk Dr. Chris. Holly J is a good friend to Anya. Wesley was nice to try to get Connor back in the lab group. Bianca could have celebrated with Drew after school. Casey lying to get out was scummy to me because now you have a baby. It is a joint effort. Dr. Chris is so messy to lead Anya on. Audra, she can't undo her past and now neither can you. Good, hard truth to learn. Poor Connor when Wesley leaves him alone, but that does not mean we steal underwear, Connor. Anya crying over Dr. Chris makes me mad for her. Owen taking advantage of Anya is so gross. Bianca getting on Drew for having to sneak around is wrong. Connor should not tell Wesley because Wesley could tell about the underwear. This poor Annabella, everyone shits on her. Drew needs to go to therapy when he jumps when the dumpster is getting picked up. Owen knows how to get under Anya's skin. Bianca should help Drew through his concerns. Riley is still a good friend to Anya. Dave is nice to walk with Drew to make him feel safe. I love the music. That is like Vince's theme song. Audra should not judge Bianca so harshly and instead Drew should tell her what is wrong. I don't know why I added 2 words in there. Wesley was right to tell Connor he has to stop taking underwear. Drew almost hitting Bianca with a golf club was funny. Vince should have ended it when Bianca had sex with him. Oh, sexual intercourse. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that. Poor Anya feeling like she cannot trust her friends is sad when they find out she slept with Owen. Bianca, fine, I'll disappear, hurts me when Drew breaks up with her. Vince's boys beating up Drew does nothing but hurt them in the end. Sadie is a supportive girlfriend to Dave. Why is Dave so threatened by Adam? Imogen is a bitch early on. Allie trying to get Claire with Jake is funny. Katie is too hard on herself and everyone around her. Sadie was right to question what Dave meant by saying Adam cannot host a man show. Fiona was nice to include Charlie's friend Elise. Allie is good to support Claire. Their show is not that funny when they duke it out. I mean, just my opinion. Sav's little dance, mano a mano with Dave and Adam, was funny. Poor Claire was caught between Fiona and her mom. Poor Charlie, was caught between Fiona and her mom. Katie and Claire are so alike that they butt heads. Eli is a good supportive friend to Adam about Dave. Miss Coyne is a good mother to yell at Fiona about skipping school. Allie supporting Claire talking to Katie is great. Claire actually proving she is drama by saying, "I am not drama," loudly in the dot. Dave should not have done what he accused Adam of doing. That whole storyline was messy. Poor Fiona just wants to be friends with Charlie. Sav was right to cut Dave off when he insulted trans students on the radio, specifically Adam. Sadie telling Dave it was too far was good. Zane explained to Dave what was wrong was good. Claire has to take a breath once in a while. Dave should know offensive speech has consequences. When he learned Simpson wanted him suspended. Wesley was right to not follow with Dave's dressing up plan. Katie does not need to know all of Claire's life story. Katie acting like she is perfect is annoying. Claire was just upset when she yelled at Fiona, so Fiona should not take it personal. Oh, Charlie was upset when she yelled at Fiona, so Fiona should not take it personal. Dave is too aggressive to Adam. I'm glad Adam is standing up for himself, even if it was... I'm glad Adam is standing up for himself, even if it was with a fight. Officer Turner. Here you are in a skirt. So much for being the man. Great roast from the dad. Holly J is supportive to Fiona, which is nice to see. But hey, if you're okay with that. Adam giving Dave the hard truth in detention was amazing. Allie asked Sav to do something for Claire, so Claire should not be blamed for it. Eli saying Fiona's the only one with class was nice. Miss Dawes making Fiona the director was good. Claire should have known Katie would pull shit on her like that, covering the play. Charlie apologizing to Fiona was amazing. Dave apologizing on the radio was a great idea. Crazy legs. Holly J calling Fiona, that was funny. What makes you a guy? Adam pushing that question back to Dave was good. Eli is good at acting cool around Claire. Riley's mom is too upset. Trying to set your children up never works, Miss Stavros. Miss Dawes was right to tell him it was not the best idea, his first play idea. What does Claire think of this idea? Oops, mentioning the ex. Poor Eli, he does not do well under pressure of the interview, and Claire doing it makes it worse. Athena was sweet about Riley having a boyfriend. The song that goes Get Loose plays a lot. Get loose, get your body on the floor. That one. Bullfrog was trying to help Eli by telling him to limit his stresses. Zane looking at Riley's phone was wrong. Dave's face when Casey and Marisol talked was funny. Aren't you glad you decided to stay, combo? Eli's what the fuck reaction to Imogen breaking her nose so he did not get in trouble was funny. Imogen is a little more than just unique this season. Dave looking up and seeing Eli yell was a wake-up call for him that something was not right. Imogen taking the pills is not a good idea. Just call me Rubber to bounce things off of. That's funny. Everybody's getting laid. Dave's face after Marisol said that was funny. I love how Athena brought up Riley's relationship. I love Zane and Riley are fighting in a secret way, and you could tell Athena realizes that. Imogen dressing up as Claire may have been too much. I could tell at this point that Eli was bipolar because I studied this in school. You know, when Imogen was being Claire. Anya, your 18th is supposed to be special. Hers was not, so that was interesting. I agree with Jenna about Marisol. Imogen talked about that relationship like she was a fan of the show. Eli and Claire. Fiona and Eli are such a power couple of people working together. Casey getting Marisol a new MP3 player was a bit much. Eli throwing away his medication in front of Claire was not as impactful as he thought it would be. Owen was good to try to stop Anya from doing coke. Never trust Bianca's old friends, like Chloe and all them. Charlie seems like a great roommate. Mrs. McPherson is still an amazing mom. Connor and Wesley are good friends. Anya's no, not listening and leaving the room is funny. Eli getting up quickly when Fiona has bed bugs. Lol. Connor seeing girls in bikinis made him go into the locker room. Fiona should not assume who brought them in without proof. Why does Holly J have the nerve to be overdramatic when she gets sprayed with water, then refuses Anya's help to dry her off? Fiona should not have assumed Charlie brought them in. I feel so bad for Anya, but I also get mad that she chooses to do coke because she is upset. It was good Fiona made up with Charlie when she found out her mom brought bed bugs to Fiona's loft. Getting rid of the sand and the necklace upset me. Anya and Holly J are good friends. Katie and Marisol are examples of mean girls. Perfect example. Allie is good for letting Wesley and Hannah know it is Connor. Holly J mock interview helped Anya. Mrs. McPherson is the best supporting mother. Anya taking coke at your interview will make things worse. Mr. Simpson having to talk to Connor was hard for him, and you can tell. Eli's details, please, about Charlie and Fiona is funny. Want me to write a play for her. Cute best friendships, Eli and Fiona. Wesley is a good friend for Connor. Anya blowing off her mom makes me mad because they have one of the best parent-child relationships. That judgmental look that Charlie gave Fiona when moving out always rubs me the wrong way. Claire is bad at hiding that she likes Jake. Allie and Dave are cute best friends. Audra is a good mom to give her son ways to be safe. Why can I not stop picturing his half-naked body? Definitely not Eli. That makes me laugh every time. Marisol should learn how not to talk about people's trauma all the time. Jake is really trying to get in Claire's pants that it is uncomfortable. Allie is a great friend to Claire. Adam trying to talk to Drew about the fact he may have PTSD is good. Do not try to make your ex Eli, which I think is in the play. I'm not sure. Adam brings up a valid point. If you and Allie are just friends, then why did you lie to Sadie? Drew attacking Officer Turner was a wake-up call. You can tell Allie and Dave are clearly flirting. Claire's mom will tell Claire she was out for drinks, but will not tell her any more details. Just give no details. Audra Torres back at it again, folding laundry. At least Jake could give Claire good advice on parents dating. Adam made a good point that the problem is in Drew's head. Allie is the best friend for Claire to have. Again, Jess disappears after showing up. Sadie can tell something is weird between Dave and Allie. Claire looking through the divorce papers was not the best decision. Allie gives good advice to Claire. You and Jake are not your parents. Liam gives Claire a much-needed reality check. You watch him the way I watch rock documentaries. MMA looks easy, but I know it would be hard. I am learning boxing, and that is hard. That's just me for the project. Audra, this isn't drugs again, is it? That was funny. It feels like every time Jake talks to Claire about casual or anything to do with dating, she is on board only when he speaks about it. Fiona's a good friend to help Holly J through her health problems. Katie did seem like she was flirting with Adam. Fiona's face when Eli is listening to Imogen go on about the play when she grabs his hand and puts it on her chest. Dave trying to help Adam is sweet. Claire helping Imogen with the part is nice. Fiona was sweet to get tested for Holly J, the kidney. Imogen was good at channeling Claire. Fiona trying to help Holly J through her health issues means she's actually there for her. Adam asking Marisol about Katie's thoughts was a good move. Holly J could have eased into the conversation about if she was adopted or not. Dave looking at Adam's chest was hilarious, the combo leading up to it. Fiona was trying to help Holly J, and Holly J saying, "Don't what if me to death," was a little rude. Mrs. Sinclair saying to be careful because they don't know Dawn is good parenting. At least Audra goes for a discussion about Adam possibly getting surgery. Imogen thinking Eli was a little dramatic. The hug. Fiona going with Holly J was a good idea. Holly J should not assume who her birth mom is. Imogen giving Claire a coupon was nice, but the reason she did it was not to show up to try to bother Claire. Dawn and Holly J get along great, which is good. Adam mentioning the girl thing did make it sound for the wrong reasons. I just need to fix my chest so I don't freak out this girl. Eli realizes what Imogen is doing and blows her off in anger, rightfully so. Poor Holly J, she has tough choices to make. Dave is a great friend. The conversation about Adam making Dave look at his chest was funny. At least Dawn said she would get tested. At least Eli apologized for what happened at the restaurant. Imogen should have realized what Eli was doing. Dawn is scummy to ask for $20,000. Poor Jenna wants to come back. Sav liking Miss O is cringy. Claire pretends to be easygoing even though she is not at all. Cringy line. I found something I like to do at Degrassi other than you, Jake. Mo was annoying when he first shows up. Adam is good to talk to about Eli. Do not distract Claire during lab work. She almost made a balloon filled with chemicals blow up. Not safe. Miss Guthrie was good to talk to Jenna about how she is strong and can do this. Mo and Sav both have good scores for the play. Seeing Jenna happy about going to school makes me happy for her. Poor Dave tries to let her know she's having leakage without saying it out loud, but then he has to say it. Bless his heart. Allie was a good friend to have lunch with Jenna. Thank God. That's good. Where did you think of that? Eli to Fiona was funny when they showed Claire watching Eli from the doorway. Adam was right to tell Claire that looking through Eli's bag was not good. We do not have babies on the change table alone. I know that from working at a daycare. Mo doing blackmailing to get what you want is not the best way to handle things. Poor Jenna and Casey now have to deal with child services. Mo teasing Sav makes me uncomfortable. Claire has to focus when building sets for the play. Mrs. Guthrie knew that Jenna wanted to be seen as a good mom, would be seen as a good mom because she does everything right. Mo should stop encouraging Sav to go for a teacher. Adam thinks Claire should stay out of the play business, and I agree. This will never end, will it? When Miss O realizes the song is about her, she looks uncomfortable. Jenna's time to yell at KC was not right before child services came. She knows it's wrong. Sav knows it is wrong, which is good, the Miss O thing. Jenna has a good point. We can't even make us work. How are we supposed to raise a kid, Jenna? Basically. Claire does not realize that plays are supposed to be more dramatic. Mo. Oh. Sav. Yeah. Oh. Funny. I love how Claire goes off about the play when Jake did not say anything. Claire should trust Jake more to believe her. Mo made it so they would run into Miss O, which was not helping Sav. Jenna can ask about adoption if she wants to, Casey. Sav should not brag about Miss O because that is not okay. Claire talking to Eli about his play was good to have that understanding. Claire was the hero in the story. At least MMA could help Drew feel safer. Katie is too nosy for her own good. Julian was right to decide to cool the MMA since Simpson is getting suspicious. Allie and Mr. Bandari were cute when she asked to hang out after dinner. He's like, if you want pizza, Leah, just ask. Fiona was sweet to try to give Dawn the money so Holly J can get her kidney. Drew fighting Mo at school is not the best place to fight him. Drew should have stopped when he saw Katie was there. Holly J was right to be mad, but to say she should not have children was too far. Julian and Owen were right to be wary of Katie. At least Fiona is letting Holly J know she has a right to be upset. Poor Dave had to lie the whole time. Drew should have learned to keep his cool with Simpson. Drew had a right to yell at Katie because she did not mind her own business. Adam gave Drew good advice. Drew going to apologize was still good, though. At least Allie can compromise for Dave. At least Dawn always wanted to meet Holly J. Fiona's such a cute friend. Fiona offering Dawn $20,000 for Dawn's dress was ironically funny. Allie's mom. He's your friend, boy. I find that hilarious. Allie and her parents are cute, especially when she asks if she can invite her friend boy over, and her mom is laughing as she walks up to the counter next to her. If you don't mind, I prefer Mr. Bandari. That was funny. Dave called him Mr. B. At least Drew opened up to someone. Maybe Katie's not the best person, but at least it was someone. Allie's parents love Dave, which was awesome. That he made the effort. It shows he cares about her, Allie. Drew needs to calm down. He could have killed this man. Julian and Katie were good to get Drew out of that MMA place. Katie was right to teach Drew Taekwondo. Bullfrog is a good father. Mrs. Guthrie gave Casey a hard truth that there's no way to make keeping Ty work. I'm sad to see Anya with Chloe. Turns out there's other meat in the butcher shop. I agree with Anya. That's gross on so many levels. I love how Eli reaches out to Riley about acting. D, be a bird. Owen said that and that made me laugh. Mrs. McPherson was right to be worried about Anya's drug use. Anya, excited to see Riley act, was cute. Dave should have brought normal dessert. Poor Adam gave him the wrong idea. It was good of Adam to come clean to Allie. That it was him that told Dave. That was the part 2 episode. Wesley should have trusted Hannah. Vince is a piece of shit. Jenna should have tried to stop Allie from going to gamble. She was living with her and she could have probably found a way. Maybe not, but she could have tried. Wesley did not have to lie to impress Hannah. I like the friendship between Imogen and Bianca starting. Katie should have been honest with Marisol about Drew. Eli was good to apologize to everyone. Sav and Miss O is so wrong. Eli helping Jake and Claire was sweet. Sav and Miss O should have never happened. Poor Fiona relapsed. Poor Anya needs to do physical stuff so she asked Owen to help. Katie should not assume because of Marisol that prom means S. Poor Fiona has a fight with Holly J. I love Holly J's speech. Riley's mom should get used to the fact her son is gay. Katie should have told Drew that she did not want to have S from the beginning. Sav and Miss O, no. Vince is a hoe. Orientation is the place for Bianca to try to be nice and then threatens to throw Tristan into a locker. Of course, Drew had to get Vince all upset and brought up G and tried to kill Drew. So the last thing is Claire becomes a complete bitch in the season special because she says, if you kissed my boyfriend, to Allie without hearing why. How self-centered can you be? So that's the end of part 1. It ends with nowhere to run. There were a couple things that I realized I didn't want to say halfway through saying them. If there were a lot of cuts in this video, just ignore it. There were things that I said that I second-guessed and realized I didn't want to say. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!